Hello everyone, I am Narayanji. Today we are going to discuss the new topic obesity from class 12 chapter 3. Now obesity. Generally यह माना जाता है कि excess weight or deposition of excess fat in the body is called obesity. It leads to various diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, low pulmonary functions, less life expectation, etc. Obesity is a condition in which the body mass index means BMI is higher than 30. This is generally thinking about obesity. Now, definition of obesity. Obesity is that condition of the body in which the amount of fat increases to extreme level. In other words, obesity can be defined as the condition when an individual weighs 20% more than the ideal weight. Generally, the question arises, how can one know if she or he is obese? There are many ways to ascertain this. First, visual method means जनरली देख के यह समझा जाता है कि सामने वाला किस कैटेगरी में है. अगर उसका वेट ज़्यादा है तो उससे ओबेस की कैटेगरी में माना जाता है. सेकेंड, हाइट एंड वेट चार्ट. इसके अनुसार इस चार्ट के अनुसार कंपैरिजन करते हैं तथा देखते हैं कि वो किस कैटेगरी में आ रहा है. एंड नाउ थर्ड इज बॉडी मास इंडेक्स चार्ट means BMI. BMI is the best method through the calculation of body fat percentage. If the body fat percentage exceed the requirement, then the person may be considered obese. Another method is the use of the body mass index, which can be calculated using the following formula is BMI equal to weight in kg upon height in meter square, means weight in kg into by height into height. The World Health Organization WHO criteria for overweight and obesity by BMI: underweight less than 18.5 BMI, normal weight 18.5 to 24.9 BMI, overweight 25 to 29.9 BMI. Obesity class defined three class. Obesity class first 30 to 34.9 BMI, class second 35 to 39.9 BMI, and class third above 40. Obesity is caused by the factor are genetic, second overeating, third frequency of eating, fourth physical inactivity, and fifth psychological factor. Mainly in 5 point के कारण ही obesity होता है. Various asanas can be practiced effectively to reduce body weight, control obesity, and achieve a normal healthy condition of body and mind. The major asanas which should be practiced to control obesity, there are first Vajrasana, second Hastasana, third Trikonasana, and fourth Ardha Matsyendrasana. First Vajrasana. Procedure of Vajrasana. Vajrasana is meditative asana. It is done in sitting posture. Knee down on the ground with your knee, ankle and toe touching the ground. Your toe should be stretched backward. Keep your palm of your hand on the knee. The upper body should be straight. At this time, the breathing should be deep, even and slow. Expand your chest forward and pull your abdominal portion inward. Now, benefits of Vajrasana. It is helpful in improving concentration. It is helpful in curing dysentery, back pain, and chest disease. It enhances memory power. It cures the problem related to menstruation. It cures mental stress. It removes posture defect. It prevents hernia and give relief from piles. Now the next benefits of Vajrasana is the best asana for people suffering from sciatica and sacral infection. It helps in reducing hip fat. It gives relief from constipation, acidity, and increases the efficiency of the digestive system. Now, contraindications of Vajrasana. A person suffering from joint pain should not perform Vajrasana. The individuals who have any spinal column problem should not perform Vajrasana. The individuals who have some difficulty in movement should do Vajrasana. Asana is Hastasana. Procedure of Hastasana. Hastasana is done in a standing posture. Hastasana being with Tadasana or Ponti pose. Stand with your arms at the side. Now raise your arms gently upward till they are stretched above you. Your arms should be parallel to each other. Slowly bring your palm together your head, making sure your shoulder are not hinged. If you prefer to keep your palm apart, they should be facing each other. For activation of your arms extension point, they should be straight throughout. Your shoulder should not touch the ear and the shoulder blade must be pressed firmly on your back. Calmly direct your gaze upward, aligning your feet in such a way that they pull the kneecap up. Then straighten your legs without locking your knee. There should be a minor bend at the knee in order to avoid stressing the joint. Hold the position for a minute at least to undo, exhale, and bend the arms back to lower them. Benefits of Hastasana. It's give a belly a good stress. It improve digestion. It gives the armpit and the shoulders a good stretch. It relieves stress and anxiety. It enhances the body posture. It enhances the capacity of lungs. It improves blood circulation in the body. It helps in tightening the abdomen. Now, contraindications of Hastasana. In case of shoulder or neck injuries or experiencing dizziness while stretching upward, this asana should be avoided. Expect these two asana. Other asana we will discuss in next week.